Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today, we're exploring Walter Isaacson's biography, Steve Jobs. This book isn't just a chronological account of Jobs' life. It's a rich exploration of the man, his motivations, and his impact on the world. Prepare to be fascinated, inspired, and maybe even a little frustrated as we unravel the complexities of this iconic figure. Our journey begins with Jobs' adoption by Paul and Clara Jobs. This event, though joyous, cast a long shadow over Jobs' life. The knowledge of being chosen instilled in him a sense of specialness, while the underlying theme of abandonment shaped his personality and drive for control. His adoptive parents, despite not being college graduates, nurtured his intellectual curiosity and supported his unconventional path, even when he challenged their authority. Growing up in Silicon Valley, young Steve was surrounded by innovation. This environment, fueled by military investment and the rise of companies like Hewlett-Packard, Fairchild Semiconductor, and Intel, ignited his passion for electronics. He saw the potential of technology, not as a tool for bureaucracy, but as a means of personal expression and liberation, an idea further fueled by his exposure to the Whole Earth catalog. His high school years marked the beginning of his lifelong fascination with the intersection of the humanities and sciences. This was where he met Steve Wozniak. Wozniak, a brilliant engineer, would become Jobs' partner, his technical counterpart. Together, they embarked on their first entrepreneurial adventure, building and selling blue boxes, illegal devices that allowed users to make free long-distance calls. This venture cemented their bond and provided a glimpse of their future dynamic: Wozniak, the ingenious inventor, and Jobs, the visionary marketer. Jobs' brief time at Reed College shaped his unconventional worldview. Exposed to the counterculture, he experimented with psychedelic drugs, embraced Zen Buddhism, and discovered a love for calligraphy, an experience that would later influence the design of the Macintosh. It was during this time that he met Robert Friedland, a charismatic and influential figure who introduced him to the concept of a reality distortion field, a powerful blend of charm, will, and the ability to bend facts to fit one's purpose. Back in California, Jobs found himself at Atari, where he honed his technical skills and absorbed the entrepreneurial spirit of its founder, Nolan Bushnell. It was at Atari that he reconnected with Wozniak, and together they designed the game Breakout. Jobs' time at Atari also exposed him to the importance of simplicity and user-friendliness, principles he would carry with him throughout his career. The birth of Apple Computer in Jobs' parents' garage was a pivotal moment. The Apple I, Wozniak's creation, was initially meant to be shared freely, but Jobs saw its commercial potential and convinced Wozniak to start a company. With the help of Mike Markkula, a seasoned marketing executive, they secured funding and launched the Apple II, a machine that revolutionized the personal computer industry. This period, though marked by success, also highlighted the growing tensions between Jobs' ambition and Wozniak's more altruistic nature. The next chapter involved the creation of the Macintosh, a project driven by Jobs' desire to create a truly revolutionary product. Inspired by the graphical user interface he saw at Xerox PARC, he pushed his team to develop a computer that was both powerful and user-friendly. This era was characterized by intense pressure, long hours, and Jobs' increasingly demanding management style, the reality distortion field in full effect. The launch of the Macintosh in 1984, with its iconic 1984 Super Bowl commercial, was a cultural phenomenon. But Jobs' triumph was short-lived. His power struggles with John Sculley led to his ouster from Apple in 1985. This event, though devastating, would prove to be a turning point. It forced him to reflect on his leadership style and confront his own flaws. Jobs' next venture, Next, reflected both his strengths and weaknesses. He poured his passion into creating a beautifully designed and technologically advanced computer, but its high price and limited software hindered its success. He also clashed with Bill Gates, whose Microsoft refused to develop software for the Next platform, further exacerbating the rivalry between the two tech titans. Despite its eventual failure, Next provided valuable lessons, forcing him to confront the limitations of his uncompromising approach. At the same time, Jobs was transforming the animation industry with Pixar. He acquired the company from George Lucas and, under John Lasseter's leadership, produced a string of blockbuster hits, starting with Toy Story. This venture showcased his ability to connect creativity with technology and highlighted his growing maturity as a leader. Jobs' personal life during this period was marked by both joy and turmoil. He reconnected with his biological sister, Mona Simpson, and began a family with Laureen Powell. But his relationship with his daughter Lisa remained complex and strained. The turning point in Jobs' career came in 1997 when Apple acquired Next, bringing him back to the company he had founded. He took over as interim CEO and revitalized Apple. He streamlined the product line, forged a partnership with Microsoft, and launched the iMac, signaling Apple's resurgence. Under Jobs' leadership, Apple entered a new era of innovation. He partnered with Jony Ive to create iconic products like the iPod, iPhone, and iPad. He also launched the iTunes Store, revolutionizing the music industry. Throughout his second act, Jobs continued to battle his demons. He faced a recurrence of cancer, battled health problems, and engaged in conflicts with rivals like Google and Adobe. But he also found moments of peace, spending time with his family, and pursuing his passion for music. The final chapter of Jobs' life was marked by both triumph and tragedy. He unveiled the iPad 2, launched iCloud, and envisioned a futuristic new campus for Apple. But his health declined, forcing him to resign as CEO in August 2011. The main takeaway from Isaacson's biography is that Steve Jobs was a complex and flawed genius whose pursuit of perfection transformed multiple industries. His legacy is not just about the products he created, but the company he built and the culture of innovation he fostered. Here are some easy-to-remember heuristics inspired by Jobs' life. Think different. Challenge the status quo. Embrace unconventional ideas, and be willing to take risks. Focus. Say no to 1,000 things so you can say yes to the few that truly matter. Integrate. Strive for seamless end-to-end control. Impute. Pay attention to every detail. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. Never stop learning and pushing the boundaries. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book exploration.